Welcome back to another episode with the Paraplegic Gardener. It's quite wintry out here today. All the leaves are falling off the trees nicely. It is a bit fresh. I think we've had a bit of rain this morning. It's forecast for rain tomorrow. Today we're going to bring out the rest of the jalapeno purples, harvest them, select a couple of the best looking plants and try to, well, we're going to prepare them for overwintering, harvest all the fruits off, possibly do a couple of the Thai reds as well, and have a bit of a tidy up in the greenhouse. The chilli plants that we're going to prepare for overwintering we're then going to bring indoors and see if we can't get them over the winter. Let's crack on. So if you're a follower of the channel, you'll remember that the purple jalapenos are planted quite late in the year. They've produced, but they've not grown as big as they should have done. But it's no problem, we can still use them. So we're going to harvest them all off today and deal with the plants. These plants are still flowering, but because we're not getting the sun and the heat, although it's still fairly warm in the greenhouse, we're not getting the heat for them to come to anything basically. So that's those two done. We've got a load more in the greenhouse. I'll go and get some more. Little jobs to do around this side. I don't know why we haven't done it before now, but this is where all the tomatoes were growing, so we're going to pull up these grow bags and get them on the compost. So another little winter job that's probably should have been done before now, but yeah, let's crack on.
I was on fire, our house, our dreams. We were dancing on a wire, reckless it seemed.
This is a south-facing wall, so it's very nice in the sun. And there's no breeze around here, well, not as much.
place, real love, we thought. But it was always on fire, our house, our dream. We were dancing on a wire, reckless it seemed. I never felt like this before. When I was trapped, you showed it open.
So that's it for the tomatoes. They're all on the compost heap. So now I'll take you back to the chillies. So we've got all the fruit stripped off these plants, and what I've done is I've selected a few plants which we're going to cut back and try to overwinter. Now you get a plant like this. This is one that I pruned. So when it's grown out, I sort of cut it off there and it's spread out from there. What I'm going to do is just cut it back when really people do this job when the leaves have started falling off, but as you can see the leaves aren't falling off for these ones, but we'll have a little go. So I'll take it back here. Now you will get a certain amount of dieback, so I always cut it back a little bit further than the point, you know, longer than what you need it, so that it can die back a little bit. And I'll leave this one like that. The leaves will fall off, and what a lot of people do is put some dry fertiliser around the soil so that it over time soaks in. But we're going to pop that in the window indoors, put a little tray underneath and just keep it watered a little bit. We don't want too much water, but we'll just keep it watered so that it doesn't dry out too much, and hopefully next year it'll all spring back to life and it'll be a head start on the plants we've already got. And then what I'll probably do is next year, if they do come back to life, is put them into bigger pots. So there's one. What I try to do is where the nodes are, cut it above the node there, cut it above that. That gives it enough leeway for dieback there and there. This one is a bit more tricky because it's the nodes right down there, so I've just cut that one just above there. The leaves will probably drop off, but that can sit in the window indoors and hopefully go to sleep and wake up in the springtime. that's pretty much it for overwintering. We've cut them all back just above where there's a bud coming out. It's not quite as easy on all of them because they've grown quite long, but we've cut them back. The leaves will probably fall off, and we're going to put 2 indoors and 2 in the greenhouse and see how they fare. And there we go, overwintering chillies. So the rest of them we're going to cut up and they'll go on the compost because we like compost. So there we go, we're going to put the chillies to bed, see if they survive the winter. Who knows? But there you go. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and it's been of some use. If you did, please click the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, comment below, and it's bye for now.